I should be. Oh, now I can hear.
All right, let's try this again, live from the Student Life Center on the campus of the Free Lutheran Bible College and Seminary. It's FLBC Conqueror basketball. My name is Jason Goodham, and sitting next to me in the Wade Mobley Memorial Broadcast Chair, the man, the myth, the legend, Dwayne Strand, head trainer for FLBC Athletics.
Thanks, Jason.
Broadcasting debut for you today?
It is, and it's kind of nerve-wracking, I'm going to tell you.
You'll be just fine, especially since in 10 seconds we got to stop talking anyway and turn things over to the PA crew.
Oh,
nothing to worry about. We've got the visiting Crown College Polars here on campus to play FLBC Conquerors. Our men's team made their debut last night. We're going to turn things over to the PA. All right, there was no PA at all. It's a JV game. We're jumping right into the tip. I'll get into the starters shortly. Caleb Nenow is going to be jumping against Cade Roloff's. Tip controlled by the Crown College Polars, and away we go just like that. You didn't see that coming. That was like the Spanish Inquisition.
It looks like they're in a man-to-man here.
Roloff's in the post. Finds a flashing Jackson DeBona for two, and the Polars are on the clock early.
It's the hard part. They got to try to keep them away from the basket if at all possible.
They've got to work on sealing out. Yesterday, by all definitions, was a rough debut for this men's team. Again, really, Weston Jensen, the only one on the team with a lot of basketball experience, so they're learning on the fly right now.
Right, and it's a tough place to start. You know, they're playing against these college kids that have played for a number of years, so they're going to struggle a little bit, but oh, nice.
Offensive rebound by Maxwell, misses the shot. There's a foul. Maxwell will have two. This is a very different start for the Conquerors. Jensen missed a shot. Maxwell with the offensive rebound, fouled in the act of shooting. Two from the line. Yeah, we talked about this briefly yesterday on the broadcast. FLBC only practices 3 times a week.
Correct.
Very different for a college program. Maxwell makes the first. Down by 1, 2-1.
It's a great start for them. It's a boost to their confidence. So hopefully we get another one here.
Tie game. There we go. We're off and running.
Great start to the game. Now if they can just keep some defensive pressure on these guys.
Noah Huja runs the point, skips to DeBona. DeBona 3 over Oyen, air ball, rebounded by Roloff's. Roloff's back up top to Huja.
They got to box out so they can get these rebounds. You don't want to give them more than one shot.
A.J. Wolf misses the 3. Good hustle rebound by Weston Jensen. Conquerors coming the other way, wearing the home whites. Nenow drives. Oh, stopped one step before his brain did. That's a travel. Coming the other way off the unforced error.
We really want to keep the errors down here a little bit. That was a problem for them last night, so hopefully they can clean that up a little bit.
I can almost guarantee that Logan just told them to slow the game down over and over and over again.
Agreed.
DeBona for 3, no good. Jensen gets another rebound. Weston Jensen, what a start for him. 18-18 left to go in the half. 2-2, Conquerors tied with the Polars. You know, both of these schools are alma maters of mine.
Really?
I got my bachelor's from Crown.
Oh, gotcha.
I do not have divided interests. It wasn't even the Polars when I went there. They were the Storm.
Right?
Nenow has the ball deflected away from him, recovers. Oh, ball stolen by DeBona on its way to Weston Jensen. Polars coming the other way.
They got to be careful with their passes. They do struggle a little bit with that. They kind of telegraph those passes a little too much.
3 from Carter Fox, short rebound Jensen.
Another rebound.
Weston Jensen has all of the rebounds. All your rebounds belong to Weston Jensen. 17:35 to go in the first half.
This team looks more confident today than they did yesterday, for sure.
That was jitters yesterday. They've got some game experience behind them. Maxwell now at the top of the key, guarded by Huja.
Absolutely, I agree. I think that they were a little nervous yesterday. Today they're coming out with a lot more confidence, and you could tell.
Shot clock, here we go. Nino gets the shot off. Ooh, hard
Ooh.
off the glass. That's a shot clock violation. They're going to bring it in from under the basket.
If they could have had a little more time on the shot clock, you know, he could have possibly drove to the basket and actually got a little easier shot.
Yeah, he was leaning right when he shot that.
Yep. And so if they can get into this a little earlier in the shot clock.
Bilden tries to deny the post-entry pass to Roloffs, fouls him in the process. That'll be Bilden's first. One foul for each team at this point. Ahuja under the basket on the right side to inbounds, gets it to Roloffs. Now up to DeBona. Oyen gives him space. Wolf with the three, misses, ball tipped out. Oyen got a rebound, and Weston Jensen said, hey, that's my job.
You know, they're doing a great job on the board so far.
They are.
They're
defensive boards.
To one shot, that's key for these guys.
Nino, bounce pass to Jensen, blocked by Carter Fox. We're gonna have a line change here.
They need to give him a little bit of a head fake to get those guys up in the air and then go for the shot.
Pump fake would have been good. Crown's dressing 10 and playing apparently in two separate lines. So now on the court is LaRose, Radke, Spurl, Hodney, and Sullivan, I think. Nope. McLaughlin is in, so I'm going to have to do the math here because I've got one extra player on my sheet. Maxwell for three from Jensen, no good. Air ball sealed by Hodney, goes out of bounds. Polar's coming the other way. So let's get the numbers right here now. We've got Jonathan LaRose, Joe Sullivan, Jaden McLaughlin misses.
Good job.
Hodney is out there, and Spurl. Okay, there we go.
And
got it sorted out.
Another rebound for them, limiting them to one shot. That's a huge improvement from last night. They're really doing so much.
Oh, Jensen as it goes off his knee. They're
Sure.
playing much better. It's a 2-2 ball game after 4 minutes. Not a lot of offense, but really solid defensive rebounding. Assistant coach Mike Amon is fired up. This is about as good as a debut or a good as a beginning today as you could have hoped for these inexperienced Conquerors.
Absolutely. They've come out and they've shown a little bit of confidence today, and they're rebounding. They're doing all the things they need to do. They just need to limit some of the turnovers.
Our game sponsor today, a big thank you to Truestone Wealth Management. Truestone is the official financial services provider of FLBC Athletics. You can contact Kyle Kirby, Mark Presting, or Tim Fugelberg at 701-352-1217 for help planning your financial future.
And Logan and Mike are both familiar with Crown College. They both played basketball there.
Indeed.
So they're well aware of what Crown can bring to the table.
Yeah, we've got a lot of familiarity with this basketball program. Pass disrupted underneath. There's going to be a foul as Hodney tries to create some space for himself. His original pass by LaRose was disrupted just simply by body traffic in the paint, but came away with it with a foul in the ball underneath the basket. Joe Sullivan inbounds. Sullivan in the paint, kicks out to Spurl for three.
Oh.
Good. Spurl hits the spot up three. 5-2. Polars leading, 15:40 to go in the first half.
And it was good play because they move it into the middle, they kick it out where we've kind of collapsed in the middle to try to keep them away from the basket. And so, you know, just a good play by Crown to kick it out, recognize it, and kick it out.
Maxwell has his pocket picked by McLaughlin. McLaughlin coast to coast, right-handed layup from the left side, good. It's 7-2. Yeah, I think FLBC would be happy to let Crown beat them from the three-point line.
Absolutely. If they can keep them away from the paint, they'll be in good shape. And then you make them pay.
Maxwell guarded by Sullivan. Now Oyen right side, dribbles out, needs some help, shuffled his feet, pulled his pivot. That's going to be a turnover. 14:57 to go. Cross-court pass from Logan Sullivan. That was a Randall Cunningham-esque.
Yep. You know, and these are mistakes that hopefully they clean up as they continue to play during the season.
It's just a matter of experience for them.
These are easy things that you can clean up.
Hodney works Oyen in the post. Oyen with a moving defense there. Oyen's got to set himself and make his man go around him.
Absolutely. He's a big kid, and so he can stand his ground.
Oh yeah, he does not need to be moved. Oyen's going to check out Logan Morrison and Flown and Nenau's the second sub to the bench. Again, FLBC only dressing 7 this weekend with 3 injuries on the team. Spurl drives to the basket, easy layup for 2. 9-2 now, FLBC down by 7. Jensen takes the inbound from Flown.
Again, you know, they didn't keep him away from the paint that time, and then it shows up big time.
Jensen has his pocket picked by McLaughlin. McLaughlin up to Hodney for 2. Spurl gets the rebound. Spurl left-handed hook, no good. Hodney gets the offensive rebound. The third try is the charm. 11-2 now, Polar's leading.
Their size starts showing up when it comes to those offensive boards, and it's difficult. You got to box those guys out of there.
Flown, top of the key, marked by Hodney. Now it's Maxwell guarded by Spurl. Left side dribble, gets it to Jensen. 8 on the shot clock. Jensen working the perimeter, looking for a screen. Now it's Logan Morrison. Morrison for 3, off left. That's going to be an air ball coming the other way. Crown ball.
So hopefully they can get a little better look at the basket than that shot. But again, they're going to have to work it around, move the ball, get it inside if they can, and kick it out. Maybe that would give them some room to operate.
Spurl with the dump, the mini right hook by LaRose, misses, rebounded by Bilden. Here comes Logan Morrison the other way. Morrison gets it to Jensen. Jensen's going to be guarded by McLaughlin.
Again, they're playing good defense. They're limiting shots, but they're making silly turnovers.
The experience is showing here, and when your point guard loses his dribble, you got to come to the ball. You don't make him get the ball to you. You got to crowd him and don't worry about floor spacing.
Exactly. At that point, you're just trying to bail him out. You just got to give him some place to throw the ball. You just don't want to have him to throw it across court, because that's when you get the turnovers.
Jensen and Bilden sitting now with Nenau and Oyen back in the game. Logan Strand managing his energy with 2 subs in the game.
It's going to be tough when you're playing with 7 people. This is a long game. It's a big court for them to be running, and so it's going to be difficult. Hopefully they can hang in there and take a few timeouts.
Nenau with the steal off the save. Jensen sitting, so there's no true point guard on the court right now for FLBC. Logan Morrison. Now Nenau at the top of the key. 14 on the shot clock. Maxwell hands off. Nope, doesn't hand off to Nenau. Maxwell drives. He's got a floater from 8. Maxwell for 2. Andrew Maxwell with the bank.
A beautiful shot. What a great drive for him, and it's going to give him some confidence. I think anytime we can get a good shot up like that, that's going to build some confidence.
That's a Huja on the drive, fouled from behind as he tried the layup. He'll have 2 from the line. The foul will be on, that'll be on Nenau. That's Nenau's first. So
we'll see how they do with their free throws.
Huja misses the first.
All right, we'll take that.
Yeah. Now, and knowing that he's prone to miss, perhaps, time to box out.
Absolutely, absolutely. You see it all the time that they don't box out, and it's an easy basket, so it's nice.
Makes the second. That's an 8-point lead for Crown. 12:20 to go in the half. Maxwell guarded by Wolf. The starters are back in for Crown.
And they're playing man-to-man, and they're playing pretty tight man-to-man. Hopefully we can get a cutter to try to break 3 here.
That's where Oyen might want to sharpen his elbows a little bit.
Yep. Use his size. Use that extra size he's got.
Morrison
Absolutely.
Guarded by DeBona. Morrison's going to heave for 3. No good. Ball bounces out of bounds. Crown ball down. Or Crown is up by 8, excuse me. 11:54 now to go in the half.
We need a few guys kind of hitting the boards a little bit. So even on some of those, if it's an air ball, you know, you can get a rebound or you can get that.
Yeah, and that inexperience, again, shows because you don't have guys instinctually crashing the boards to where it might end up.
Yep, exactly right. You know, the instincts will come. It's just going to take a little time.
Fox backs into the paint. Turnaround jumper, good for 2. Nice little post move for Fox.
You know, it was a nice move, but they didn't do too bad trying to defend it.
No, there was bodies down there. It's just a confident post move by Fox.
Absolutely.
Here's Maxwell. Maxwell's guarded still by Wolf. Oyen now marked by Roloffs. Nino.
So we're still sticking with a man-to-man, and it's a pretty good defense. They're not getting picked. We maybe need to set a couple of.
Isaiah Flown, baseline jumper at the horn, no good.
We maybe need to set some picks and try to free somebody up here.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of coherence on offense right now, but they're protecting the ball, working the clock.
Absolutely.
That's all right. Oh, the bunny missed by Fox. Roloffs with the offensive rebound, gets them up by 12.
So, you know, their defense kind of failed them on that one. He got easily to the hoop. He missed the basket. We still didn't get the rebound. So we just need to work at that rebounding. That's huge for them.
Nino at the top of the key. Oh, good screen by Oyen. Nino loses handle, recovers. Morrison off his hands, out of bounds. Crown ball. Line change.
You know, and you wonder, are they fatiguing already a little bit? I don't know. You know, they're not practicing a lot. It's 3 times a week. So I don't know. I don't know how much Logan makes them run.
Yeah, well, he'll find out how much he needs to make a run after these games. There's some pretty good athletes on this team in spite of their inexperience.
Yep.
Step back 3 from McLaughlin, no good. Rebound tipped by Nino and controlled.
That was a nice rebound.
You went straight up for that one. It's a good play. Jensen in the game. Turnaround jumper from 2 over Sullivan. Ball ends up out of bounds. Unsuccessful save.
So maybe not the best shot. Sometimes a little premature.
Yeah, a little early in the possession. Sullivan over to LaRose. Layup, right-handed layup from the left side for 2.
Major breakdown in our defense there.
I think the fatigue is starting to show on defense now. They're not finding their spots. They're not really alert. Bilden, top of the key, guarded by LaRose.
You wonder if it's at some point we should get a timeout just to give them a blow, let them kind of settle down.
Nino, jumper that was with Spurl in his face. That's a miss, out of bounds, crown ball.
And so, you know, you get tired, your shots get short. It's hard to keep that shooting touch when you're kind of holding your hands on your hips and going, I'm a little tired here.
Yeah. Underneath the basket with the dish from Spurl is Hodney for 2.
There it is.
There's the timeout.
Should have taken it a minute earlier.
And you would say father knows best? Is that what you're saying?
No. No, I tell you, when Logan watches a basketball game, he watches it way different than I do. I follow the ball all around. He's
watching the players?
He's watching the players and telling me all this, what he's thinking. They should go there, they should go there, but yeah. So that's okay, though. I watch it for enjoyment.
Yeah, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. I think once you get immersed in a sport, it's hard to have that fan experience. You start doing the X's and O's and the tactics.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's very different.
Right, out of the timeout, it'll be Oyen, Bilden, Jensen, Morrison, and Nino. The starter on the bench is Maxwell getting a breather alongside Isaiah Flown. Out on the floor for the Polars is Sullivan, Spurl, Hodney, McLaughlin, and LaRose.
They're sticking with their man-to-man, and they're having a little trouble with this.
Oh, there's a go. Morrison underneath for a layup. Oh, fouled in the act of shooting. He'll have 2 from the line.
All right.
Good, strong take by Morrison.
You know, you get it underneath a little bit. That's going to be helpful. Oh.
Inexperienced. Morrison's shooting. Logan's using the first shot as a timeout to coach up his other 4 players. Morrison, first free throw, hard off the glass, no good.
You know, I think that these guys are wanting to learn. They want to listen. They want to be coached. So I have hopes that we'll see some improvement here every game.
I think that's a good goal for the season. Morrison misses both. Yep. Now here's Sullivan. Drives into the lane, dumps off to Hodney, who misses the bunny. Rebound comes down to Morrison. Bilden to Jensen. 8:56 to go. FLBC down by 16.
They had a pretty good rotation to cover up that layup. They needed to have that second rotation to keep him off the board.
Here's LaRose with McLaughlin under the basket all alone. Right-hand layup up and good. That was a breakdown and a transition bucket.
Yeah. And you know, I don't know. What do? You got to try to avoid the turnovers to avoid those to avoid those fast breaks like that.
Jensen led Bilden just a little too much. Another turnover and a line change for the Polars. So these are your 5 starters as far as I can ascertain. Roloffs, Fox, DeBona, Wolf, and Ahuja.
It's like they lose their attention as to what they need to be doing when they're coming down on offense. They just need to keep their wits about them as they play.
DeBona with the ball after the offensive rebound, gets it to Wolf, back to DeBona, into Roloffs, worked by Floan. Good defensive positioning by Floan, but Oyen slapped at the ball, and that will be 2 for Roloffs.
He just needs to keep his hands straight. Don't slap down on the ball. That's what gets him into trouble.
Roloffs misses the first. Second free throw up by Roloffs, misses both. Rebound comes down to Isaiah Floan. Isaiah Floan from Andover, Minnesota. I was one of his high school teachers at his homeschool co-op.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Roommates with my son here at FLBC. Loose ball on the floor, jump ball, Floan and Roloffs. Possession arrow belongs to the Conquerors. Floan to inbound, 9 on the shot clock. Oyen, left baseline, looking for help. Tries to bounce it to Maxwell, nothing there. Stolen by Wolf, now Ahuja. Ahuja gets the play from his coach.
They got to get a little tighter on these guys because I think they're going to start making some of these three-point shots.
DeBona off the offensive rebound. 24-4, now 7:15 to go in the first half. Maxwell running the point for FLBC. Nino and Jensen waiting for a dead ball to check in.
And they're still in a man-to-man. Their man-to-man is really pretty good, although, you know, there are some cracks in it. I think they can get
strong to the hole, misses the lay-in.
Oh, that was a good attempt.
They found a hole in the defense on that play.
They did.
6:50. This is Fox, left-handed drive, overflown, good for 2. Good take by Fox there.
They're doing a pretty good job. They're switching on some of that, but it's hard when they're bigger than you are, and they're getting to the hoop. When they get that close, it's hard to defend at that point.
Maxwell, lost his dribble, almost lost his pivot. Bilden has it go through his legs. What do we got going on? Was it a foul on the floor, it looks like.
It looks like it's on the Polars.
Yeah, foul will be on Carter Fox. That was his first. Second line now in. Goalie takes a drink from the net. We're about ready for more hockey. Jensen out of bounds, marked by LaRose. Gets it to Nino on the inbound, rotates to Maxwell. Maxwell into the paint, dumps off to Jensen. Jensen, top of the key 3. Hard off the back glass. Good rebound by LaRose. LaRose gets it to Sullivan.
And FLBC still in their man-to-man, trying to keep them away from the hoop. Pretty good man-to-man there.
McLaughlin backs out, resets his offense. Now Sullivan right side. Post entry into Hodney. Hodney over, around, and through Caleb Nenow for 2.
You know, that wasn't bad defense.
Nope.
He went up with him. He didn't foul him. He contested the shot. It's just that he wasn't able to stop it.
Jensen. Bounce pass into Morrison, who can't handle the ball. Sullivan with the steal. Sullivan heading the other direction.
They're struggling with the turnovers, and that's what they're going to have to keep working at.
LaRose, left-handed drive, good, and the layup. Timeout called by Coach Logan Strand. Yeah, FLBC right now credited with 12 turnovers.
Ouch.
On the box score, and Crown has turned those 12 turnovers into 13 points.
So, you know, if they didn't have that, you know, it would be 15-4.
It would be a different ballgame, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Andrew Maxwell has all 4 points for FLBC, 1 field goal, 2 free throws. Leading all scorers is post player on the second line for the Polars. That would be Alex Hodney, number 16. He's got 6. Carter Fox with 4. Jonathan LaRose with 4. Jaden McLaughlin with 4. And Jackson DeBona with 4. Only 3 players haven't scored, and I don't think one of those 3 players is even here, even though he's on the box score. I haven't seen number 9, Connor Radke, around. I don't think he made the trip.
Sure. I think, you know, it's those layups that they're getting at this point that's really kind of hurting them.
Layups and second chances.
If they can keep them away from the boards, keep them off the rim, they'll be fine. But like we said earlier, if we can make them kick it out, make them shoot the 3-point shots, I think that would be a different, would be helpful in this game at least.
Yeah, Crown is shooting 1 of 8 on 3-pointers, but for the game they're 13 of 24, which means on 2-pointers they are 13 of or 12 of 16.
Good.
They're very good.
My math is not that good.
High percentage shots, and if
Yeah.
Wade Mobley's listening, he's just screaming out loud right now with my terrible on-air math.
Mine isn't any better, so, you know, I'm going to just say, yep, you're right.
We're going to smile and nod. That's
Yep.
what we're going to do. Weston Jensen with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it to Morrison. Back to Jensen. Left side. Turns around. Want a jump shot. Doesn't have anything there. Gets it to Maxwell. Maxwell marked by McLaughlin. Back to Jensen with 12 on the shot clock. Jensen resets his offense.
Oh.
Morrison, right side. Has Nino, left side. Nino, quick shot for 2, off the rim, no good. Can Maxwell save it? No, he can't get there in time.
Yeah, not exactly the shot you want to take, but
Not a terrible offensive possession. They ran some offense.
Correct.
They got a shot off.
correct. They were able to move the ball, and that's always a positive.
Oh, Sullivan finds flashing Hodney for the two-handed flush.
Yep.
Wasn't sure I expected Hodney to do that in the game, but that
Right?
was a nice pass.
Yeah, absolutely. And he got to the hoop clean. He didn't have to worry about a defender underneath.
Jensen for 3. Weston Jensen.
Excellent. Now if we can, you know, get him a little confidence, make a couple more shots, we'll be feeling a whole lot better about all of this.
McLaughlin on the drive, no good. Rebound, Nino. They gave Jensen a 2 on that, I guess. I thought the ref had his hands up for 3.
Oh, okay, we'll still take the 2.
We'll take whatever we can get.
Yep.
Maxwell from Jensen. Maxwell guarded by Sullivan. Got away with a carry into the paint. Kicks out to Logan Morrison. Long 2, no good, out of bounds. Crown coming the other way. Oyen and Bilden going to check in for Sloan and Morrison.
Sometimes you kind of wonder if you shouldn't just step in a little bit. Don't forget about the 3-point line and maybe get a little closer 2-point shot. I mean, that might have more possibilities of going in as opposed to making sure it's a 3-point shot. I don't know.
That's where that frantic inexperience comes from, is you just don't know when you should shoot on the possession.
Yep.
LaRose into Hodney. Hodney in the post, good for 2, 34-7.
So he's kind of having his way with us right now.
Oh, they gave us the point. Now Weston did have a 3-pointer.
All right, we'll take everyone we can get.
Steal by McLaughlin, up to Spurl. Spurl, the finger roll over the front of the rim, good.
I thought we were going to see another flush.
Yeah, Spurl elected for the finger roll and transition instead.
Which is nice, you know, absolutely.
Jensen on the baseline. Off of Nino, off of Sullivan, off of Nino again.
So again, the turnovers are a little bit of an issue for us, but they're playing tough defense. They got a lot of hands out there, and they're really slapping at the ball, which it's good defense. And so we just got to pressure.
McLaughlin with the 3, step backs, nails it, 39-7, 2:46 left to go in the half.
Thing about the 3-point shooters, you got to kind of get up on them if they start making them. You can't let them just stand out there and shoot them.
Yeah,
the good shooters will make those.
Maxwell hard off the glass on 3. Rebound comes down to Sullivan. Yeah, if they find their range, it's a different ball game altogether.
Yep. Yep, if they're missing him, yeah, let him shoot all day.
Sullivan hands off to Spurl. Spurl long two over Ninow. Nothing but net on that shot. 41-7, 2-12.
Those are some talented players. They're kind of finding their way here and kind of lighting up a little bit on us. But hopefully we can stay with them here. Still playing defense, still playing a man defense. They're really pressuring the ball out front. I think they're realizing we don't have a lot of point guard experience out there.
Other than Weston Jensen, not a lot of ball handlers on this team, and Maxwell gets called for a carry as we speak. 41-7, under 2 to go in the first half. We've got a line change, so the starters are back out. That's Ahuja, Fox, Roloff, Wolf, and DeBona. This is Ahuja running the point.
And we're still playing man-to-man. Oh.
Roloff's good post move cut to the basket, converts for 2 on the left-handed lay-in.
You know, they know where they need to rotate to. They're just slow in getting there. There's just not a lot of feel that I got to get there quickly. I got to get there so I can pressure that shot.
That's an instinct thing.
Yep, absolutely.
You got to go where the ball's going to be, not where the ball is going.
Yep, exactly right. And you got to get there quickly because these guys are fairly quick, even they're big guys, and so they're moving through the lane very fast.
Ahuja off the turnover, gets it to Wolf. Wolf gets Maxwell in the air, baseline drive, tries to dump to DeBona. Nothing there. There's a scrum under the court. DeBona comes under it. They're going to get Jensen, who got more of DeBona than he did on the ball, going for that loose ball.
But, you know, good effort to go after that ball and don't give them the easy one underneath. Keep putting out the effort.
They're hustling, that is for sure.
You bet. Just don't be too grabby because we don't want people fouling out. We don't have that much bench strength.
You've got 10 bonus fouls on the bench, and that's it.
Yep.
DeBona off to Wolf. Wolf pull up 3 over Maxwell. Short, rebound by Jensen.
So he's got a lot of rebounds today.
He's got 4 in the box score. I think I've got him for at least 7 in my mind.
Yep.
Oyen wasn't paying attention as the ball bounced off of him. Nino saves to Jensen.
Wow, that was close.
That was centimeters.
Almost
Jensen drives, blocked by Ahuja, marked by Oyen. There's going to be a foul on Oyen on the reach.
So
we got bonus action. Hunter's third, and we're in the bonus.
Well, it's hard because you don't want him to let up. You want him to play hard, but you don't want him to be fouling because we are going to struggle here if we get anybody in foul trouble.
Wonder if that's going to change Logan Strand's rotation in the second half if Oyen is going to be in foul trouble.
Right? I mean, you don't have a lot of choice.
Really don't. 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Weston Jensen over to Oyen. Oyen guarded by Roloffs, now building top of the key. Gets it into Caleb Nino on the post. Has the ball nearly stripped by Wolf. Nino recovers. Nino fadeaway baseline jumper, no good. Oyen got away with it over the back.
Absolutely.
Jensen tried to take a charge.
Got a block. In the circle, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was too far down, and that's 3 on Weston.
Ooh.
We are running out of fouls.
Yep.
4.1 on the clock. Shooting the bonus will be number 6, Carter Fox.
Well, yeah, it might be a struggle if we have trouble with fouls in the second half.
Yeah, we're gonna see if Micah Moan has a jersey under his uniform.
That would be nice.
That'd be all right. Fox makes the first. 44-7 with 4.1 left on the game clock in the first half. Fox makes both. 4.1 seconds. Weston Jensen, 3, 2, 1. Half-court jumper from Weston, just off right. FLBC will go into the locker room down by 38, 45-7. Alex Hodney leading all scorers with 10, 7 apiece for Jordan Spurl and Jaden McLaughlin, and 6 from Carter Fox. Only 2 scorers on the score sheet for FLBC. Andrew Maxwell with 4, and Weston Jensen with the big 3-pointer. Weston's got 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 fouls, and Hunter Oyen also with 3 fouls. No one on Crown has any more than 1 foul, and that's how things look going into the second half. We are going to sign off for roughly 12 minutes. We'll be back right before the start of the second half. Thanks for staying with us, and we'll see you on the flip side. All right, we are back with just a little bit less than 90 seconds to go before the second half. Again, thank you to game sponsor today, Truestone Wealth Management. Truestone is, of course, the official financial services provider of FLBC Athletics. You can contact Kyle Kirby, Mark Presting, or Tim Fugelberg at 701-352-1217 for help planning your financial future. Under 1 minute to go at halftime. We're going to see what adjustments the teams make. We're going to come out, play 20 more minutes of basketball, and then we're going to be done with home games for the month of November, just like that.
Sounds like a good thing.
Next home game is Parents' Weekend, early December.
Oh, okay, sounds good. I just got a message from my daughter saying I talk about the other team too much. What do you think?
Well, as journalists, we're supposed to be impartial.
Okay, I don't know the other team.
Well, it's all right. Barely know this team. It's the third game of the season.
That's
Second game of the
exactly
season.
what I told my wife. I said, well, I don't know really either team, so I've tried the best I can.
No, we're muddling through is what we're doing today. 45-7, the Crown College Polars leading FLBC Conquerors at the break. Coaches making their final adjustments. Looks like it's going to be the 5 starters for FLBC with Logan Morrison and Isaiah Flown starting on the bench. And it's going to be the second wave for the Polars. That will be, oh no, they changed things up on me. Why would they do that?
Because they want to make it hard.
Oh, I just got used to this. So we've got Sullivan, Fox, Wolf, Roloffs, and DeBona. Oh, so Ahuja's on the bench, and Sullivan, that's the only change to the starters. So
okay, so we coming out in a defense, man-to-man defense?
Hard to say because that shot came up early. Wolf with the offensive rebound, steps back for 3 over Jensen, misses. Board goes down to Fox. Fox into the paint. Dish 2 roll-offs under the basket. Good for 2.
Well, they got a few too many shots on that possession. You know, they started out the game holding up to 1 shot. That time they got about 4.
Yeah, you got to get that first rebound and get out of dodge.
Yep, exactly.
Oyen over to Nino. Nino wants to drive on Fox, turns around, fadeaway jumper.
Oh.
Caleb Nino!
Oh,
that was a basketball play.
That was a great shot. He cleared himself, he faded away, he had a nice soft touch. That was amazing.
Sullivan, who has not taken a shot all game, over to DeBona now. Wolf over Jensen from the right wing on the 3, no good. Shortest guy on the court gets the rebound and puts it in. As soon as I say Sullivan hasn't shot, he lays one in for 2.
Yep, exactly.
49-9, 18:52 to go in the game. Entry pass picked off by DeBona. DeBona tries for the one-hand flush, misses. Jensen gets the rebound.
You know, if you're gonna go up and try to jam it, you gotta make those.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of blush from DeBona as he went back the other way after he was denied by the rim. Bilden, top of the key, guarded by Wolf. Oyen in the post, loses the handle, out of bounds. Oyen had position on roll-offs too. That's a shame.
Absolutely. He was going to have an easy bank shot for 2, but he just couldn't handle the pass.
Sullivan brings the ball up the court. He'll be guarded by Maxwell, takes the screen. Now he pulls up for another jumper, in for 2. I'm never going to comment on Sullivan's shooting ever again.
That's
I
right.
apologize.
You know he's going to score about 40 points now.
He's going to light up the scoreboard just because I said something.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, he's going to prove a point. He's going to prove you wrong.
Bilden, guarded by DeBona, loses his dribble, gets it to Ninow. Jensen guarded by Fox. Jensen for 3, in and out, no good. Ball bounces out of bounds. Fox thought about saving it. He's like, I don't have to do that.
You know, that shot was a good-looking shot. I thought it was going in.
I thought it was going in, too. I thought that was down.
It was right on, hit the back iron, and bounced away. But that was not a bad-looking shot.
DeBona takes the handoff from Sullivan into the paint, kicks out to Fox. Extra step, lay in, good.
Somebody's got to try to step in there and stop him. You can't let him get all the way to the hoop.
I think Fox covered about 15 feet with 2 steps on that play.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Maxwell, hassled, harassed by Sullivan. Now Ninow. Over to Weston Jensen.
So
are they in a zone or are they in man?
It looks like
must be
a man.
switching on screens.
It looks like they're still in a man, but switching. Yeah. Hit it, hit it.
Oh, Nino lost a look at it. Oh, he had a wide open three, went off his fingers.
He had it. He had a shot.
Nino was shooting before he caught it. Wolf guarded by Jensen.
That's good defense, keeping him away from the hoop.
Fox for three, short. Rebound tipped out to Sullivan. Wolf, long three over Jensen, misses. Box up by Jensen. Jensen tries to help him up. Wolf wants no piece of that.
Really boxed out. Boxed him across the half line.
Boxed him into a different zip code. Sullivan drives, dumps to Roloffs, extra dump to Fox underneath. That was a good play.
They rotated, but they got to get that next guy to rotate down to cover that.
And you got to have your hands filling the lanes if you don't make the gaps.
Yep, absolutely. It's too easy to make a pass if there's no hands out there.
Maxwell to Oyen. Oyen marked by Roloffs. This is Cade Bilden. Bilden trying to drive on DeBona. Nothing there. DeBona not giving ground. Maxwell. 7 on the shot clock. See if Weston sees it. Gets it to Bilden. Bilden, pull-up jumper from 12. No good. Rebound comes down to Sullivan. 55-9.
Sometimes FLBC starts dribbling the ball a little too much. I think they'd be better off if they could throw the ball, pass the ball.
Yeah, rotate before dribbling.
Yep.
And again, that's an experience thing. You just don't know what to do with the ball, so you dribble it instead of move it.
Yep, absolutely.
Wolf for three, short again. Ball tipped out to DeBona. DeBona underneath, strong, blocked by Nino. Blocked again by Nino. This time they're going to get him for the foul. Nino had one block in him, but not two.
You know, that's good effort, though. Those guys didn't give up on that, and so they kept him away. They were able to keep them from making the basket. They picked up the foul, and that's not really what we want. But
DeBona shooting two, misses the first with the unkind rim.
So maybe it was a good foul.
Maybe it was. Line change as, well, not really, because Carter Fox is still in. Hodney's in. Spurl is in, and McLaughlin's in with DeBona. But LaRose is waiting to check in, and I gotta wonder if something happened to Ahuja because he's no longer part of the rotation.
Right, right. They're just trying to make it hard for you, or else maybe he tweaked an ankle or did something.
Yeah, hard to say. So we've got a fresh 4 on the court for Crown as DeBona made the second, and LaRose checks in for him. Spurl agitates, steals the pass, got a transition game, goes around behind the back, kicks out to LaRose. LaRose step back three overflown, short, off the scoreboard, out of bounds. We call that a team rebound.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll take it.
Jensen, Flown, Nino, Bilden, and Morrison on the court with Oyen and Maxwell resting right now for the Conquerors. Bilden feeds Jensen, can't handle the mustard on the pass. Stolen by Spurl. McLaughlin running the point.
Crown has really active hands. You know, they're getting their hands on a lot of these passes, so they're going to have to be a little bit more crisp on their passes.
McLaughlin misses a three. Rebound by Fox. Kicks out to Spurl for three. Spurl drains the second chance three.
They just didn't get out on him, and a good shooter is going to knock that down.
That was quick ball rotation.
Yep, absolutely. You know, they're really getting the ball around the horn quickly, and they're getting some easy shots that way.
Morrison, harassed, bounces to Bilden. Oh, had a reverse to Flown, waited a little bit too long, still got it to Isaiah. Now Nino, right side, working on LaRose. Nino back to Flown, 7 on the shot clock. Flown loses it to Fox.
They're just a little bit hesitant right now. You know, when they came out to start the game, they seemed less hesitant, and now they're kind of backing into that again.
It kind of seems to me that instead of executing an offense, they're trying not to screw up.
Yep, I agree.
Fox, strong drive, in for two. 13:38 left to go in the game, 61-9. Weston Jensen running the point, guarded by Jordan Spurl and his pink socks. Nino to Bilden.
Again, they're holding the ball. You got to get that ball moving.
Bilden loses the drive, recovers, blocked, and then fouled by Alex Hodney.
You know,
Bilden will have 2 from the line.
He had the right idea. You know, he kind of held the ball a little too long, but then he drove to the hoop. Some good things happen when you drive to the hoop.
The lack of experience ends up, there's a loss of fluidity in your basketball movements, and that's where Crown's taking advantage of them on defense. Is their movements are a little bit herky-jerky.
Yeah.
Fox sits down, Wolf checks in for Crown. Bilden missed the first.
And like you said earlier, it's that instinct. You know, you move because you know where the ball's going to be, and you move to that. And we're a little slow in getting us into position for that.
McLaughlin, left wing, doesn't need the screen, drives straight to the hoop, layup line for McLaughlin. There was no help behind that screen.
Somebody's got to step in there from the weak side and at least give him some deterrent of getting to the hoop. You can't let him get to the hoop that easy.
Bilden with the ball. He's guarded by Hodney. This is Isaiah Flown, tries to dump it off to Morrison, stolen by LaRose. LaRose harassed by Morrison, nearly loses it out of bounds, but recovers and gets it to McLaughlin.
So we're still in our man-to-man here, and
I don't know that Logan's ready to introduce a zone to these guys.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
McLaughlin misses the 3. Strong rebound by Morrison, gets it to Maxwell.
Because that relies on a lot of instinct, a lot of knowing where to be in a zone. So man-to-man probably is the best place for them to be.
And zones are built on help defense. That's
Absolutely.
the whole principle of the zone.
Absolutely. And if you can't do that, you're going to be burnt every time.
Nino for 3 from Bilden, off right. No one goes after the rebound, so Wolf gets it. Then he leads Hodney, who goes up for the flush, but decides to lay it in for 2.
So I don't know if it's some fatigue.
It's definitely fatigue.
Just not getting back.
I think we're going to see a timeout in 1 or 2 possessions.
I would agree.
They're dragging out there right now.
Yep.
Maxwell at the point, tries to get it to Nino. Finally does get it to Nino. Caleb's guarded by AJ Wolf. Should we take guesses what AJ stands for?
AJ.
Bilden gets the 3 blocked, recovered by Spurl. Aaron Jonathan.
Anthony James.
Anthony James.
I don't know.
There you go.
I
McLaughlin for 3. Rebound by Hodney, second chance points. There's the timeout.
Oh, we're just gonna.
Oh, running clock.
Running clock. Which is okay, because I think with fatigue, you do have more risk of injury.
Yeah.
You know, you're just doing things, and you're so tired, you just can't keep up.
Kate Bilden wanted to sit down, and Logan said, nope, we already got 2 on the bench, son.
It's a race to the bench. It's like musical chairs.
That's called the Anthony Richardson game.
Yeah, exactly right.
Weston Jensen brings the ball up the court. He'll be marked by the aforementioned AJ Wolf. This is DeBona. So we've got DeBona, Sullivan, Roloffs, LaRose, and Wolf in the game because we lost our perfect 5-man rotation.
Yep, and that's just to test your memory.
DeBona dumps off to Roloffs, left-handed bunny hook, no good. Gets his own rebound, gets it to Wolf, kicks out, resets the possession. DeBona strong to the hole, right-handed layup, good.
Well, the one guy stood in the lane for a long time.
Yeah,
there, but I wasn't going to say nothing.
Maybe there's no 3 seconds on a running clock, who knows?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Morrison. Baseline now, gets to the baseline. Bounces it to Hunter Oyen.
Hard.
It was a strong bounce pass. Maxwell looking for a lane to drive. Nothing there. Guarded well by DeBona. Bilden for 3 over DeBona. Hard off the glass. Rebound comes to Roloffs.
Well,
Aloysius Johan. Could be AJ.
I like that. Well,
LaRose with the drive, left side.
All the way around.
That was a burst of acceleration as he got around the corner.
And our guys don't really have a burst left.
No, they're not in burst territory anymore.
Nope. The tank is running a little empty.
Morrison needs some help. Gets it to Oyen. Oyen bounces it off his. Oyen's going to have a loose ball fall. That'll be a 4 on Hunter. The best way to get to the bench if you're tired is to foul out.
That's right.
71-9.
Is that the trick you did when you played?
I never played long enough underway to even approach getting 4 fouls.
I see. I see.
I'm fairly certain the last time I fouled out of a game was my freshman year of high school.
I see. Because you didn't foul, or because you didn't want to foul, or?
I was not a contact player,
Yeah.
Where I picked up my fouls is I was a shot blocker.
Oh, sure.
And,
Yep.
and you get that, like we said, you get that wrist break.
Yep.
And then you get called for a foul almost every time.
Every time.
Yep.
But it was the best thing, right? You go up, you swat at the ball, and it felt so good.
I blocked a baseline jumper in transition in a high school game, and it was just up there for me, and I blocked it into the wall of the gym, and my coach pulled me from the game. He's like, you could have just grabbed that.
Well, you know, that's what Bill Russell did, you know.
Yeah.
He would just block it and tip it to his own guys.
I didn't have that kind of skill.
Well, you know, everybody likes to have the slam, right?
Well, I wanted a highlight reel. I just wanted something on that.
Exactly.
Wolf makes both 74-9. Maxwell and Morrison on the bench right now for FLBC.
We've had a few good looks. We just haven't really hit the shots. So hopefully we can get a few more looks at the basket, get a couple more shots here.
Bilden guarded by McLaughlin. Flown guarded by Sullivan. Gets it to Weston Jensen. Oh, good pump fake, Weston. Get in!
Oh,
that's a two-pointer for Weston.
That was a great basketball move. The pump fake and then go up strong.
Some adaptation on that play.
Absolutely.
McLaughlin. Weston now has 5, matching his total from yesterday. You can say he's averaging 5 a game.
It's not so bad.
Roll-offs for 3 over Oyen, in and out. Weston with another rebound. He's got 37 now.
And they were boxing out on that play. You know, they're not giving up. They're still learning. They're boxing out on some of those. Just keep that up.
Oh, Weston attacked that. You had the lane. Kicks it out to Nenow. Long on the 3. Rebound by Sullivan.
Yep.
If Weston kept moving towards the basket, he had a layup on that play.
Absolutely, absolutely. And he'll learn that, I think, as the season wears on here.
I think Sullivan just begged his coach for a timeout, and he said no. LaRose for 3 over Bilden off left. What a strong rebound by McLaughlin. Up for 2.
That was a nice rebound.
McLaughlin's got 11, Hodney 14, Fox 12, and Spurl 12.
You know, boxing out is not always easy.
No, it's not.
You got to get to the hoop. You got to put some effort into that. And, you know, it's hard, especially when you're running on fumes here. But you still got to do the basics. You got to box out so you can keep them away from the second shots.
It's not always easy, and it's rarely ever fun.
Yes, exactly.
That's the whole thing with boxing out.
Yep, it's like taking a charge. Never easy and never fun.
McLaughlin, long 3, no good. Shortest guy in the court gets the rebound. Yep. Sullivan gets it to Wolf for 3. Off short, rebound comes out to Nenow. Nenow got away with the travel, didn't maintain his pivot foot. That's all right. We won't say anything to the refs. Weston goes over him. Oh, it's tipped good. I thought that was done for sure.
I did too.
Bilden. Oh, Bilden forces it to roll-offs.
It's those hesitant passes. He waits and waits.
And that's when, but you can't pass it when he's open. You have to pass it before he's open.
Yes, absolutely.
Sullivan for 3 off right. Rebound comes down to roll-offs. There was no crashing the boards on that play. Wolf now over Weston. No good. Sullivan with the second offensive rebound. Now LaRose for 3. The third chance goes in. Third time's the charm.
Yep. You give them enough chances, they're going to knock one of those down.
Right. Rolling clock substitution as Oyen sits down and Nenow is going to sit down. Maxwell, Morrison, Flown, Bilden, and I want Maxwell to drive so I can make a Maxwell house joke. I want that drive.
I want to hear the line.
Yeah, well,
what's the line you're going to use?
We'll just say it's percolating right now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Maxwell to inbound it to Jensen. Cleared things off at the scorer's table. Now it's a dead clock. And now it's a live clock. Here we go. Maxwell inbounds to Weston. Weston to Logan Morrison. Reverses to Weston.
And Crown staying
More,
in
there
there.
you go. Come on, Logan.
There it is.
Come on. Oh, just a little high off the glass.
You know, he got it up there.
Sullivan. Into the paint, unmarked, finger roll off the, yeah, cute on the finger roll, paid the price for it. He's mad at himself.
Yeah, that was an easy shot because nobody rotated over to stop him. And that's fatigue again, a little bit of inexperience, and hopefully that gets better here as we go through the season.
Spurl into Hodney. Hodney post move, in and out, no good. DeBona rebounds over Bilden, gets the ball out to Fox. Now down to Hodney, and good. 3:26 to go, 81-11.
They just need to be a little more physical with some of these under the basket.
Yeah, and that timidity comes with the lack of experience.
Inexperience,
again.
absolutely.
Oh, Weston underneath. Fadeaway jumper off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Sullivan, who's just trying to pack his rebounding stats at this point in time.
That wasn't a bad shot. I thought he was going to knock it down there.
Joe Sullivan has 8 rebounds, and he's probably, what, 5'5"?
Wow.
DeBona
That's
misses
just
the
effort
layup.
rebounds.
They are. It's all hustle rebounds.
Absolutely, and you know, we can learn from that. It takes some effort to get those rebounds.
So, Joe Sullivan on a team full of men's athletes, is there any chance his nickname isn't Sully?
Yeah, no, it's
100%.
It's got to be,
Sully.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Maxwell
Pretty
to
sure.
inbound to Jensen. Jensen calls the play, pull up for 3. Oh, I thought that was going in. Oh, Maxwell tried to save it.
We would have had a chance at an easy 2. But, yeah.
McLaughlin, Fox, Wolf, Hodney, and Spurl in the game for Crown. AJ Wolf, strong drive to the basket for 2, 83-11. Under 2 minutes to go in the game.
Well, a little bit of fatigue still going on, but you know they're still playing hard.
Yep. Building.
That's
Weston Jensen's got a lane. Floater in the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Rebound strong by Wolf.
He's had some good shots this half.
Jensen's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And so if he could just get those to drop, and he will at some point.
Those will come. Yep. Jensen playing with a lot of confidence today.
They've been good shots. And if we can just clean up our passing a little bit, not telegraph them quite so much.
Spurl, layup, just kind of parting of the Red Sea right there in the lane for him.
Yep.
I don't think he's ever had a more open lane.
Nope, I agree. They just aren't stepping in, and it's hard. You know, when you're behind late in the game.
Oh,
Whoa.
walks the tightrope. Logan Morrison walks the tightrope. Flown, kicks it out to someone, kicks it out to himself. 9-8-7. Maxwell for 3. No good. Rebound comes to Wolf.
I thought we were going to hear your Maxwell line.
I'm saving it for the special moment.
Okay. Yeah, you got to wait till it's really worth it.
Yep. McLaughlin fouled on his way to the basket. He'll have 2 from the line. Does the clock run during free throws? I guess it's a running clock, right? Nope, they stopped it now.
Nope, it's running now.
Yep.
It could run out before he shoots. Hurry up and shoot.
Yeah, just delay this game.
Because I'm pretty sure he wants
There's
to make
one.
these.
Yeah, well, that gives him 12.
Uh-oh. He's got 6
buzzer
seconds.
beater of a free throw. Has there ever been a free throw buzzer beater? Makes
They
them
did
both.
it.
That'll be the game. Crown College prevails 87-11 here at the Student Life Center on the campus of the Free Lutheran Bible College and Seminary. The score might seem lopsided, but there were strides made today
Absolutely.
for these rookie-level Conqueror basketball players. It's this is all their rookie season right now.
Yep, exactly. And it's amazing from last night to tonight, and playing back-to-back too with 7 guys. That's difficult. But they've made great strides. Their confidence was better. Their passing was better to start with, and then they got a little weak in the second half. They're boxing out in the second half, but again, I think that's fatigue. But I think that we'll see this getting better.
Better shooting, certainly better rebounding. Yeah,
Absolutely.
strides made. Thank
Absolutely.
you again to all who watched. Thank you to our production crew, Christopher Hooper on camera, in-game producer Luke Quanbeck, joining me for his now long and illustrious broadcasting debut, the one and only Dwayne Strand.
Well, thank you for letting me sit next to you. It's a pleasure to sit next to a celebrity.
Yeah, whatever. We're going to sign off, and thank you to all of our sponsors, especially the True Stone Wealth Management, for helping making this broadcast possible. We will see you, or you will hear us, in roughly 1 month. Talk to you then.